The worst part about this WWE versus AEW rivalry is the fact that we never actually get to see them scrap. Like, we might get the occasional, like, Brian Alvarez ratings tweet, but that's about it, really. They never actually scrap. So I've decided that the best way to determine who the better company is and who the winner is between these two companies is to have 24 of their biggest names on each side basically massacre each other until there's one winner, Hunger Games style. And yeah, that's what we're going to do in this video. So, we begin with everybody standing at their podium, and the horn sounds, and already, Pentagon and Dominic Mysterio are threatening a double suicide. It fails, and they die. Surely if it fails, that'd mean they survive. I'm losing sight of the fact that Dominic Mysterio and Pentagon are the first ones to go, but anyway, Seth Rollins breaks Nick Jackson's nose for a basket of bread. Jon Moxley runs away from the cornucopia. They're actually all running away from it, it seems. The Fiend running away. I actually imagine the Fiend to have a very funny run. I can't really explain why, but it just seems it's just what I imagine in my head. Oh, I don't think I could actually be any less happy about this death if I tried. Vince McMahon runs away. Charlotte tries to sleep through the entire day. That's the corporate keying strategy, not just for like the Hunger Games, but just for, you know, regular everyday days. Hikaru Shida scares Kenny Omega off. Seth Rollins diverts Jey Uso's attention and runs away. Tony Khan and Orange Cassidy are working together. Moxley begs Heyman to kill him. He refuses, keeping Moxley alive. That's actually something that would realistically happen. Like, if you were to write this, I feel like that's something you'd have in the script. Even in the Hunger Games, the Fiend manages to do the exact same shit he always does. Slapjack chases Humberto, but they're on the same team, so I'd imagine it's just to discuss strategy and things like that. Cesaro and McIntyre, actually, that'd be some tag team. Lashley kills MJF. I can't believe MJF is the third to die after Dominic Mysterio. Right, day 2. Alright, so it turns out I'm not emotionally ready for whenever Ortiz and Santana split, because I can't imagine this happening. Cash overhears Roman and Sasha talking in the distance. And Becky stalks Walter. Sheamus and Charlotte working together, I suppose. That's good to see. Sasha's dead. Heyman destroys Cesaro's supplies. That's actually realistic. Like, that's actually ties into the storylines in wrestling right now. Oh my god, could you imagine the Usos versus Santana and Ortiz? Oh, Chris Jericho working for the enemy. That is some trio to have cheerfully singing songs together, I have to say. Seth Rollins fends Kingston, Taz and Thunder Rosa away from his fire. If there was ever a man to just fucking die for WWE, the Butcher beats the Fiend in a fight but spares his life. There's a reason I chose the Butcher over the Blade. I mean, I really think the Butcher can go far in this one. Wardlow kills McIntyre. That's another person who I think could actually win this. All the Ward bros know what I'm on about. Wardlow is going all the way. Pac, Matt and Walter get into a fight. Pac triumphantly kills them both. Oh my god. I don't mind necessarily Walter dying at the hands of Pac, but it's like, this early on, and next to Matt Jackson, that's fucking tragic. Santana falls into a pit and dies. The deaths are kind of even. It's like 50-50 between WWE and AEW at the minute. Nobody getting a clear advantage just yet. Night 2, Vince McMahon seems to be sleeping peacefully. Heyman seems to have brought in Slapjack as his apprentice. That seems to be working okay. Lashley diverts the Butcher's attention and runs away. I'm telling you, they all fear the Butcher. Eddie Kingston with a bit of self-sabotage there. And again, Kenny Omega fears Wardlow. The Butcher and Wardlow are honest to God 2 favourites. The Butcher kills Roman Reigns! What did I fucking say? That should not come as a surprise. The Butcher has killed Roman Reigns. Pac dies from thirst. Normally, I wouldn't say that quietly humming is enough to warrant sort of a notable event. Because it's Cesaro, I'll give it a pass. Moxley kills Omega, and now I can kind of see why Paul Heyman kept him alive, because Jon Moxley isn't really on Team AEW, he's kind of on Team Jon Moxley. Heyman's just watching in the bushes as he fucking kills him as well. Okay! Taz doing what needs to be done in order to get the win. Big E kills Vince McMahon and Tamina. I mean, I think if you kill the boss, you then become the boss. So Big E is now the leader. Man, we lost Vince McMahon, Kenny Omega, and Roman Reigns in that round. That was basically the main event. Oh, the bar. They better not scrap. That'd hurt me quite a lot if the bar started scrapping. Wardlow injures himself, but honestly, I still think a one-legged Wardlow could fucking batter most of these lads. Humberto and Seth hunt for other tributes. That's the WWE loyal team, like I'm telling you now. But if you ever wondered how this whole WWE versus AEW beef could possibly end, This is potentially one of the ways. Some of these temporary alliances are fucking class, and some of them are alright, I suppose. Oh, Nick Jackson shoots Ortiz. I can't believe the Young Bucks have outlived Santana and Ortiz. Britt Baker fights off Jon Moxley, the Butcher, and QT Marshall. How is QT Marshall still here? Tony Khan is just loving life right now. He's just having the crack. Seth Rollins scares Eddie Kingston off. Alright. Becky Lynch begs for Humberto Carrillo to kill her. He refuses, keeping Becky Lynch alive. Natalya steals from Thunder Rosa. That's a bold move. Cesaro and Wardlow working together is literally, that is a dream team. They could win this if they wanted on their own. Jon Moxley dies trying to escape the arena. Wolf mutts are let loose in the arena. I assume that's just like regular wolves. I've never actually watched the Hunger Games. But a lot of people seem to be surviving, so that's the main thing. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. What? I actually really wanted Taz versus MVP, but I guess we'll never see it. Well, I guess these things happen. Bianca knocks Shida out and leaves her for the Wolves. Bianca was always going to win that one, to be honest. Oh, you are fucking messing. You are absolutely fucking messing. Orange Cassidy and Humberto Carrillo, the dream match. That's the beauty of this Hunger Games. You get to see all these dream scenarios. But the pack of wolves managed to kill them both. Charlotte is eaten by the wolves. Cesaro knocks Seth Rollins out and leaves him for the wolves. Again, that's something that would actually happen right now in kayfabe. QT Marshall pushes Chris Jericho into a pack of wolves. Okay, I take that back actually. Fucking loads of people died from the wolves. What the hell? 12 people. But those deaths don't include Paul Heyman, who is still surviving. Maybe Paul Heyman and Tony Khan is the scrap we want to see. Asuka's dead. Eddie Kingston begs for Cesaro to kill him. He refuses, keeping Eddie Kingston alive. Eddie Kingston has that respect that could possibly come to his aid later on. Wardlow and QT Marshall run into each other and decide to truce for the night. We see Wardlow could batter QT Marshall, but he's Team AEW. He's loyal to the cause. The Fiend and Slapjack work together for the day. That is some team actually. Oh my god. The Butcher, Sheamus, and QT get into a fight. QT Marshall triumphantly kills them both. Are you taking the fucking piss? Bianca Belair accidentally steps on a landmine. Slapjack and Britt Baker hold hands. That is the dream alliance. Tony Khan gets himself a kill. He takes out Natalya. QT Marshall and Eddie Kingston, they run into each other and decide to truce. I thought that said QT Marshall killed him. I was like, if QT Marshall kills Eddie Kingston, I'm sorry, I'm restarting the game. Like, I don't care. Tony Khan, Jey Uso, and Big E track down and kill Hangman. Tony, that's one of your own men. There's a feast, and Wardlow decides not to go to the feast. That's the corporate key and strategy. It's got nothing to do with the Hunger Games. I just don't like attending social gatherings. Paul Heyman kills Eddie Kingston. Oh shit. Thunder Rosa and Cesaro threaten a double suicide. It fails and they die. The Fiend. The Fiend is after dying, and I'm not complaining that the Fiend has been killed, right? Somebody threw a knife at his head. Could you put money on who it was from the AEW team that managed to kill the Fiend? QT Marshall. Paul Heyman kills QT Marshall. Oh shit. He actually might win this. And lads, we are officially down to the final 8. It's 5-3 to WWE. WWE have Big E, Bobby Lashley, Jey Uso, Slapjack, led by Paul Heyman. And AEW have Tony Khan, Britt Baker, and Wardlow. And to be fair to Tony Khan, like, if you were to surround yourself by 2 AEW wrestlers loyal to the cause, I would take Britt Baker and Wardlow. Those would be probably my 2 picks. So, not the worst final 3. But Tony Khan surviving all the way to the end. And now we're in the final stretch. Let's see where it goes. Whatever works, whatever strategy you need to implement. Lashley poisons Big E's drink, so a bit of self-sabotage for Lashley, bringing it down to 4-3. Oh, Wardlow's dead. Are you messing? Dysentery. Oh, fuck. We're down to the final 4 and the final 2. Britt Baker poisons Heyman's drink, but mistakes it for her own and dies. Lads, the sole survivor for AEW is Tony Khan. And look, I laugh, but maybe this is where Tony Khan gets to showcase himself as a true leader. Perhaps when all else fails and the stars come and go, his passion and his love for the company that he built will be more than enough for him to go on and win the Hunger Game. Oh my god, he got killed by Slapjack.